Shalom! I'm Margie Proctor with Hillphoenix. I've been traveling through America to find answers to your food questions. Recently, I took a tour to Cone's Kosher Market, home of the killer pastrami, where they process over 1,000 pounds of kosher pastrami a week. I wanted to find out exactly what kosher means. This kosher store has the typical meat, deli, prepared foods, and dairy refrigerated cases, breads and sweets, and several aisles of packaged goods along with wine and spirits. The store appeared to look very similar to any non-kosher store, but when you start taking a close look at the types of products displayed rather than not displayed, and finding out what you can't see behind the scenes, this very fascinating lifestyle and in respect to religious beliefs amazed me by how it has integrated into the general food industry. A kosher consumer has the same expectations of the food industry as any other consumer. They expect fresh, safe, and tasty affordable food. However, the food also needs to fulfill the religious requirements set by the Jewish dietary laws known as the Kashrut. The Kashrut is a set of biblical dietary restrictions that derive from a few fairly simple rules. Certain foods cannot be eaten. Animals that have cloven hooves and chew its cud can't be eaten. If both of these requirements are not met, then it is forbidden. Of the animals that may be eaten, the birds and mammals must be killed in accordance with Jewish law. All blood must be drained from the meat or boiled out of it before it is eaten. Certain parts of permitted animals may not be eaten. Certain foods must be separated, such as the meat and dairy cannot be eaten, prepared, or served together on the same plate. In fact, one must wait a significant amount of time between eating meat and dairy. It is permissible to eat fish and dairy together, and it is also permissible to eat dairy and eggs together. Shellfish is forbidden. Only fish with fins and scales can be eaten. Utensils that have come into contact with meat may not be used with dairy or vice versa. Utensils that come in contact with non-kosher food may not be used with kosher food. This applies only where the contact occurred while the food was hot. Grape products made by non-Jews may not be consumed as well. Products that have been certified as kosher are labeled with a mark called Kosher that ordinarily identifies the rabbi or organization that certified the product. Shown are some of the widely acceptable symbols to look for on food packaging. They are registered trademarks of kosher certification organizations. The certification involves examining the ingredients used to make the food, examining the process by which the food is prepared, and periodically inspecting the processing facilities to make sure the kosher standards are maintained. It is becoming very common for kosher certifying organizations to also indicate whether a product is considered meat, dairy, or neutral. I took a look in my own refrigerator at home and was surprised by how many products I buy each week that are certified kosher. While touring Cone's Kosher Market, I asked Lenny, one of the store owners, what restrictions he must conform to concerning displaying food in service refrigerated cases to abide by the kosher standards.
Because we have fresh, unpackaged meats, unpackaged deli products, it takes a kosher supervisor to be here from the minute we're open until the minute we're closed every day, which he will check all ingredients on all our products, all items coming in and going out of the store, and just make sure everything stays kosher.
In preparation of product, there needs to be 3 separate areas in the kitchen.
One kitchen is for meat production. One side of that kitchen is for parve, which is the neutral. That can go either, you can eat that food either with meat products or with dairy products. And then we have a complete separate kitchen for dairy because they have to be completely separate. Parve is a food item that can be eaten either with meat products or with milk products.
As mentioned earlier, utensils and cookware must be separate. Lenny has his utensils color-coded, so there is no question on which utensils belong to each area. The utensils, bowls, pots, and knives for each designated area must all be washed separately from each other. In refrigerated deli and prepared food cases, an internal or full partition must be used between meat and non-meat items. No dairy is allowed anywhere in the case. Hillphoenix offers a vast array of service cases that have options for internal plexi dividers, thermal glass dividers, or solid partitions that can be used on any service case, prepared foods, or meat cases. Color-coding removable cutting boards and removable wrap boards on the back of refrigerated or hot cases is a great way to keep these items from becoming cross-contaminated. In the grocery store industry, foods that are prepared according to the kashrut have widely grown over the last few years with the appeal to non-traditional kosher customers. Other religious groups, including Muslims and Seventh-day Adventists, who also have very similar dietary laws, often turn to kosher product when food prepared according to their own religious codes is not available. Kosher touches not only on dairy and meat products, but also in produce, cheese, wine, seafood, and bakery areas. This is the generation for healthy foods, and it has had a great impact on the kosher industry. Organic foods, soy products, egg substitutes, tofu-based versions of dairy dishes, even frozen vegetarian entrees are all currently available and considered kosher. Food companies are recognizing the need to serve the healthy, conscious consumer, which the Jewish dietary laws have helped to increase the need and recognition for.
There's a lot of needs that are coming out now, like a lot of people are gluten-free, so during Passover, we can't have any gluten in any of our products because that's a byproduct of wheat. So they make noodles available that are gluten-free. There's tons of items that are gluten-free. All the baked goods that come in during Passover are made with potato starch rather than with a wheat product. So it's all able to be eaten by gluten-free people.
So what does kosher mean? It is basically the dietary laws and rules of what can and cannot be eaten, and restrictions on how to prepare foods based on the kashrut. These laws and rules have been observed by Jews for over 3,300 years. Thanks for joining me, and if you have any questions regarding refrigerated equipment and kosher grocery stores, please don't hesitate to click on the Ask a Question button, and I will personally respond back. I look forward to seeing you next month on Food for Thought.